Welcome, my dear brothers and sisters. Today we're going to be making a very special soup. Can you relate to an avocado, tomato, walnut soup? And we'll start with a cup of spring water. We'll put this in the blender, and to that we'll add maybe half a cup of walnuts. These walnuts are of course grown by a California family farmer. They're alive and organic, and let's blend that up. And there you have it. You have a walnut milk base. That's going to be the foundation of our soup. And now to that, we're going to add some California tomatoes that have just been harvested. We're so lucky here. Everything comes in so very, very early. We're in one of the most fertile regions in all of this world. All of the vegetables for the United States during wintertime are all grown here in California. So here we go. Okay. Our tomato base. And to that we're going to be adding a scoop of avocado. And now let us add the closest cousin to a tomato, a tomatillo. And this is going to pick up the flavor and add a bit of spiciness. Let's add another tomatillo. Isn't it wrapped in a marvelous parchment, so to speak? Nature is so giving, is so bountiful, is so bountiful. Why we abuse it is beyond my understanding. So, a tomatillo. And let's give that Then we're going to be adding a sweet pepper. And how about a bit of lime juice? And now some apple cider vinegar, but of course, let's make it two tablespoons. And then some Himalayan pink crystal sea salt. Salt always brings out and enhances flavor. So let's give it a tablespoon of sea salt. And here we go. So there you have it. Alive and organic, avocado, tomato, walnut soup. It's as vibrant as can be imagined, starting the day with this sort of drink. This will simply get us all going, and is so very, very necessary in these times. In these times of pandemic, and I'm talking about the real pandemic, the pandemic, for example, of obesity. Think of it. 42% of American adults are obese. And I'm talking about the real pandemic of diabetes. Not to mention the pandemic of cardiovascular and that of cancer, tragically enough. These are the pandemics, and why we have been diverted towards this COVID-19 is beyond my understanding. My understanding. We have got to get back. We've got to get back to think as to what is really important, what's really important, and what is really going down in a country where 60% of the food that people eat is ultra-processed. Think of what that means. Where so much of the food is genetically modified, and of course the conventional crops are laden with pesticides. We have got to get back and turn this situation around. And that's why, in these times of hysteria, in these times of delirium, we have got to stand up. We have got to stand up. August 1914 has come around again. We're right on the verge of an economic collapse. It is so tragic to walk into a natural food store and seeing peaches and apricots selling at $5 or $6 a pound. This is so very, very, very sad indeed. We can do it. We can do it with alive organic food. We can do it with periodic fasting. We can do it with vigorous exercise. And most important at all, every vacant lot, a community garden, every schoolyard, an edible schoolyard. We can do it. We can turn this situation around. We did it. We did it in 1941 with Pearl Harbor, when we went from a country utterly depressed with 20-25% unemployment, overnight full employment, and we became the arsenal of the world and defeated radical evil, both in Europe and in the Pacific. We have done it. This was one of the most glorious moments in all of American history, and we can live that again. We can turn this situation around, situation of loneliness, of isolation, of social distancing, turn it around to brotherhood and sisterhood, to kindness and concern for every single American. We can do it. We will make this country thrive and prosper once again. Let us go forward, brothers and sisters. It's up to us in these times to stand up and to be counted. Thank you indeed. Bye for now.